Hi guys, welcome to another audio video, and I'll be reading 1 Samuel 11 of the King James Version Bible. And it reads, Then Nahash the Amorite came up and encamped against Jabesh Gilead, and all the men of Jabesh said unto Nahash, Make a covenant with us, and we will serve thee. And Nahash the Amorite answered them, On this condition will I make a covenant with you, that I may thrust out all your right eyes, and lay it for a reproach upon all Israel. And the elders of Jabesh said unto him, Give us 7 days respite, that we may send messengers unto all the coast of Israel. And then, if there be no man to save us, we will come out to thee. Then came the messengers to Gibeah of Saul, and told the tidings in the ears of the people, and all the people lifted up their voices and wept. And behold, Saul came after the herd out of the field. And Saul said, What aileth the people that they weep? And they told him the tidings of the men of Jabesh. And the Spirit of God came upon Saul when he heard those tidings, and his anger was kindled greatly. And he took a yoke of oxen, and hewed them in pieces, and sent them throughout all the coast of Israel by the hands of messengers, saying, Whosoever cometh not forth after Saul and after Samuel, so shall it be done unto his oxen. And the fear of the Lord fell on the people, and they came out with one consent. And when he numbered them in Bezek, the children of Israel were 300,000, and the men of Judah 30,000. And they said unto the messengers that came, Thus shall ye say unto the men of Jabesh Gilead, Tomorrow by that time the sun be hot, ye shall have help. And the messengers came and shewed it to the men of Jabesh, and they were glad. Therefore the men of Jabesh said, Tomorrow we will come out unto you, and ye shall do with us all that seemeth good unto you. And it was so on the morrow that Saul put the people in 3 companies, and they came into the midst of the host in the morning watch, and slew the Ammonites until the heat of the day. And it came to pass that they which remained were scattered, so that 2 of them were not left together. All the people said unto Samuel, Who is he that said, Saul shall reign over us? Bring the men, that we may put them to death. And Saul said, There shall not a man be put to death this day, for today the Lord hath wrought salvation in Israel. Then said Samuel to the people, Come, and let us go to Gilgal, and renew the kingdom there. And all the people went to Gilgal, and there they made Saul king before the Lord in Gilgal. And there they sacrificed sacrifices of peace offerings before the Lord, and there Saul and all the men of Israel rejoiced greatly. Okay guys, so in this chapter we see where yet another, the Ammonites came against the people of Jabesh, and they were fearful, and the Ammonites wanted them to surrender to them, but they did not do so. They sent messengers, right? And those messengers went to Saul and told him all that was occurring in Jabesh. And so what happened was that Saul sent word to the people of Israel, because the Spirit of the Lord told him to, not of his own volition, but because the Spirit of the Lord told him to. So he was under the directives of the Lord. So he sent out to all the children of Israel to come to fight with Jabesh, right? So they went with Jabesh, and they fought. What am I saying? Fought. Sorry guys. They fought against the Ammonites, and they conquered, not because of their own will or their own strength, but because the Lord was in their midst. And so when they won the war and the Ammonites were scattered abroad, then it was that the people say, who shall bring Saul to come up before us, right? Who said that Saul should reign over us? Because as you may recall, Saul was from one of the least tribes of Israel, right? And also, not only that, but he was from a lowly family, one of the lowliest families, even so. And so they were looking and they were saying to themselves, Saul shall not reign over us. Who says that Saul shall reign over us? I mean, no, he shall not. He's from the lowliest of lows among our people, right? But it was not Saul that gave himself that position, okay? But it was the Lord that actually placed him in such a position. And so they had to crown him. They went to Gilgal and he was actually crowned there. Because as you see, even though he was anointed to be king, he had not assimilated to that position as yet. And so here we see where they went to Gilgal to actually assimilate him into that position of power as king over Israel. Okay, and that is what is happening right here. All right, guys, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification so you're alerted to whenever a new audio video is posted. And guys, please also don't forget to share your thoughts, your comments, and your revelations down below in the comment section. Okay, and please remember to keep your salvation. And if you've not yet gained it, then seek it. There's no better time to begin than the present. Have yourselves a blessed day.